magnitude of Johnny Whiteley MBE. I think the tributes shown here have said it all. He's a legend, not only of this club, but of this city and of rugby league. The Betfred Super League round 2 then. Hull FC against St Helens, live at the MKM Stadium. And it's Saints in their red and white strip. The 3-time champions get us underway. The flamethrowers go off in the background as Hull bring the ball forward. Leon Price, former St Helens and Hull man, alongside me. Leon, emotional that, wasn't it, at the start?
Yeah, very emotional, and deservedly so as well. You know, he's done a lot for the city to bring the two cities together, and yeah, I thought it was a fitting tribute.
It was indeed. Hull bringing it forward. They're struggling here early on. We know team news, they're missing players through injury and illness. Can they use this emotion, Leon, to get them off to a good start here?
Well, possibly, but that only lasts for 5-10 minutes. You know, you've got to maintain that for 70-80 minutes. You know, the emotion factor will definitely come into it, but it's how long it lasts.
It is indeed, as here already Hull are only 25 outside their own try line, and this is the last tackle. So Danny Houghton will go back. Luke Gale will kick right-footed downfield. Caught on the full by Saints. Here goes Makinson. And as always, he's up to the halfway line. Great carry and a great first set.
Yeah, and that's what Saints do. They attack you through their defence, their line speed, their pressure they're putting you out. And now they're starting to set already over the halfway line with only 2 tackles gone. So they're straight into good ball, looking to attack.
They are indeed. Roby pulling the strings as ever. He gets the ball away. Yes, tackle mate on Matautio. The middle they go. It's important that Hull defend tough here. They don't want to go behind early. They got a win at Wakefield last week. And here comes St Helens. They won the grand final here 2 seasons ago. There's now Roby looking to pull the strings. Here's Lomax, big step, dribbles a kick through, fullback's not there. And eventually the ball is grounded behind the line. But Chris Kendall is going to say that was a knock-on. Well, that, Leon Price, was not very convincing.
No, I think it was a lovely little play by Lomax. He stepped off his right foot and then put a nice little dink forward, but Shawley looks a little bit uncomfortable getting on that loose ball. Close call there, really close.
And Jamie Shaw in at fullback in the absence of the suspended Jake Connor. Missed a large part of last year injured. But he's back now, and Hull looking to work the ball forward. St Helens were dominant in victory over the Dragons in round 1.
This is where Hull have got to chance. They've got to pull the strings and really shift the ball. There you go, look.
Well, there you go, a little chip over the top, and it's a good chip. How's the bounce for Hull? They hand the ball forward, they have got it back. Brilliant stuff. And you called it, Leon Price, a little chip through, and that's what Hull have to do.
They can't take him down the middle. If they take him down the middle, they're going to get destroyed. They've got to play differently.
And now they kick to the other corner, and there could be a chance. Oh, inches away. Inches away from Adam Swift. If he takes that in, he's over in the corner.
100%. It's a fantastic kick. Great creativity. Look at this kick here now. And Darnell McIntosh gets a foot to it, and then he grabs it again and makes the yards and just keeps composed, gets down, plays the ball. And it's all about Luke Gale's vision. Looks over to the left wing, and then it's just an inch too far. But that's what Hull FC have got to do. They've got to pull the strings. They've got to chance around. If they take them on the middle, they've got no chance.
Well, we heard Brett Hodgson pre-game when he was talking to Helen saying that Hull have got to be brave. Well, that was a brave start from them. Just a shot across the bows for St Helens, that they're not here to make up the numbers. The rain coming down here. The pitch a little bit heavy. Is the home of Hull City Football Club, but this doesn't help Hull. Offside at the play of the ball.
This is when they need to build pressure, and it's just a cheap pace. It's softy. It's offside by a mile. You know, you're leaving the referee with no decision. And again, St Helens get to start their set inside Hull FC's half.
Still awaiting the first points, but both sides have had an attack where they feel they maybe could have scored. Here's Roby again. Walmsley, look out for him, leads this pack, driving from the front. Roby waits, he's told to get to his feet there. Walmsley was trying to milk a penalty, as here on the angle comes Batchelor, who was outstanding last week against the Dragons. Roby, oh no, that's an error, a rare error from the legend that is James Roby.
Yeah, it's a rare one. You won't see many of them, and just a little bit too impatient. Look how wet it is down there. The ball's slipping. It's just a bit of poor timing. And Yeah, I think Saints have been real patient. I thought they might have pulled the string on that one and had a shot, but stuck it up the middle.
Yeah, it was a play of the ball, I think, that was the problem. So we'll have to wipe that one off Mr. Roby's record. He remains as near as perfect as you're going to find.
We'll let him have that one, huh?
Two of the best number 9s in the business. We heard from them earlier in the season. He didn't actually play the ball there, did he, the St Helens player? That was the issue with that one, and Hull will get the ball back.
Move! Hold. Oh, go on.
Pitch, you can see getting quite heavy early on here, but look at that line speed from St Helens.
This is what they do. Everybody talks about St Helens' attack, but it's not actually their attack that wins the game, it's the defence.
And now an error from Hull at the play of the ball. It's Griffin, who was injured last year in that Challenge Cup semi-final defeat, and he's just clean dropped it.
Yeah, it's just a cheap end. These are things that Brett Hodgson will be, be pulling his hair out. You want to build pressure, you want to turn the ball over on your terms and kick the ball into good position so that you're bringing Saints back from their backfield, not turning the ball over with 30 metres behind you, and Saints are straight into good ball now without having to do any work.
Lomax will play the ball now. And an error. Well, both sides. And you just wonder, that emotional start to the game, the players were out there quite a while. Is that just catching up with them?
Yeah, I think it is. I've been out there as a player myself when sometimes you stood waiting for 10, 15, 20 minutes before a game kicks off. You've already done your pre-match warm-up, you're ready to go, and that can take a little bit to get going, and I think you've seen that now from both sets of players.
Just here, boys, just here.
4 handling errors already, which we wouldn't expect to see. Certainly not 3 from the champions St Helens.
Scrappy so far, very scrappy, but like I said, it was a long pause before they got to get going.
And the conditions are tough here. It's cold.
Move, get
Had
square.
the storms
go
in the last 72 hours or so. Storm Eunice. As Hull now with Lingy Sow bringing the ball forward. Here's Gale, gets it away. Griffin, who normally operates in the centre, is in the back row, such is the need of Hull's pack. And now they're looking to fire it across the line. Here's Shaw. Oh, the looping pass. Well, the pass was on to McIntosh, and that was just a poor effort.
It's perfect play. They set the ball up, they run straight at Lomax to spot him up, to tire his energy out. Played the ball quickly, then they had a shift. The ball was on for Chorley. All he had to do was pop the ball to the centre, but he tried to go to McIntosh and gone to nobody. He won't be happy with that, Jamie. He can do better than that, definitely.
I think what we've seen early on, Leon, 7 minutes in here, is clearly Brett Hodgson has devised a plan where he thinks he can get at St Helens.
They have to spread the ball. They cannot play St Helens through the middle. They're too tough and too fast, too fit, too strong through the middle of the field. So they've got to come up with something different. And so far, it's been good. It's just been the execution.
Hurrell with a carry. Here's Wormsley again. Again, he makes ground, and Lingy Sow is trying to get in, but they're offside again here, Hull. And you'd have to say, opening 8 minutes, they've given away a couple of cheap penalties, a couple of errors. They're inviting St Helens in.
Yeah, it's a scrappy game so far. I think both sets of players need to tighten up and really, get this game flowing again. It's been stop-start, it's been error after error, it's been loose. We could now see some set-for-sets.
They could have taken a shot at goal there.
No, Saints don't do that.
They attack. Well, let's see what they can do with that attack. They've got a full set here. 10 metres off the line. Roby, centre field, looking right. Now they move it along. Lomax, another error, but this time it'll bounce kindly. There's Josh Sim making his first wing appearance for St Helens, normally a centre. He's in for the injured Hopoate. As St Helens now, again, back inside that 10. Roby's looking around. He's going to come back down this near side. Lomax turns it back. Hurrell, they're looking to try and bust him through, and he ducks under one. The Tongan international stands strong in the tackle. New signing for St Helens. He's only 2 metres away. Roby now will swing it across. Here's Dodd. Gets it to Lomax. They've loaded numbers, and they are going to score. And it's a big try for Mark Percival. His 100th try for St Helens. They turn the kick down. They score the try. It's a big one for Percival. 100 up for him for St Helens, who lead by 4 points to 0.
Yeah, it's fantastic play. It was all set up by the corners player. Conrad Hurrell coming back against the grain. Found it really hard to stop him. Quick play the ball. A shift out wide to that man. It's a quick play the ball. Roby gets the ball to Dodd. Dodd onto Lomax, and it's this line here now by Percival. It's a beautiful line, inside shoulder. It's a great ball, great timing in these conditions as well. The short little lead here on the inside shoulder. and he's hard to stop from there, is Percival.
100 tries, 184 games for Percival. Well, you said they don't kick goals, and that's why they don't kick goals.
Yeah, Saints are renowned for attacking. You know, they don't take the 2 points. They like to attack, and on that occasion there, it was fantastic timing, skill, application. I just love to see Percival given a bit more of a chance at international level. I think he's good enough to play internationally, and I think over the years he's kind of been overlooked, and I think he's one of those players that definitely should be playing for England.
Goal kicking was a problem last week for St Helens. Tommy Makinson has taken over the duties here. It's about 12 in from touch. Could be a big day for him as well. He's looking for 150th try for St Helens. He may well get a chance this afternoon, but can he add 2 points here? You see the rain coming down here in Hull. Kicks could be crucial. What can Makinson do here? And that's as true as they come. 6 points to nil, St Helens lead. And you'd have to say, given the number of errors that Hull have made, they've been asking for this, and it was pretty straightforward stuff.
Yeah, it was just lovely timing. It's great timing. Inside shoulder comes off his left foot on the inside shoulder of the defender. It's all about a nice, crisp pass. Percival's been doing that all his career, breaking lines, good timing. He's a top-class centre.
And Leon, of course, mentioning that Percival should be getting a go for England. It is World Cup year, of course, end of the season, so plenty to play for these players.
Move, Danny! With me, Jordan, hold. Hold! Go on.
As the ball comes forward here with St Helens, who've got the lead then
move,
here.
Danny Houghton! Hold.
Roby then
go
in at dummy half. They'll want a good set here, and Walmsley already is eating the metres.
Third, up and square. Wait, Liggett. Alex, that's you.
Here now is Roby. Gets it away. Matautia. He's tackled. So Hull here doing a decent job defensively. They're slowing the ruck area down. Roby now will get it infield here. Here's Knowles, who has simmed in on his 150th appearance last week against the Dragons. Last one, they've just sneaked over halfway. What can Saints do here kick-wise? They're going high. They're going to invite Shaw to come into traffic. He catches it nicely, and a decent set on the back of points.
Yeah, it's a good set. That's good defensive set from Hull, restricted the yardage. But now, let's see if we can get this game sped up a little bit and try and go set for set, get some momentum in this game.
Yeah, Hull, who had that brief flurry early on with those couple of Luke Gale kicks, have not really got to the end of a set since then, so that'll be the first objective.
Go free.
As Gale moves it along, here goes Griffin.
Now I think they're going to look to shift now.
Go for.
Look to move it across the field as ball dropped back inside.
Move, Alex.
John Johnson, who's filling in at loose forward. Danny Houghton is there. They're going to kick here, so they will put the ball downfield. They're looking to find the grass, but that's easier said than done, as Wellesby, who got the grand final winning try in 2020 here at the MKM Stadium. But at least they've completed the set, and it's small steps for Hull at the minute.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got another completed set, a good kick from Gale. Now it's Hull's turn to put that line speed up and try and put Saints under some pressure here now.
Yeah, good luck.
Percival, the try scorer, brings the ball forward. Roby out of dummy half. Lomax is going to kick early here. He's trying to get the ball inside the 20, but Shaw was alert to that, and he is quick over the ground, Jamie Shaw, and brings it back up to the 30.
Yeah, you're just starting to see both teams settling down now, going set for set, because you know that the completion rate is so important in these games. Swift carries the ball, but yeah, the game's starting to settle down now. We're seeing set for set. Both teams have been a little bit more disciplined.
Yeah, Hull bringing it forward here. That's a good carry as well. McIntosh it was, signed from the Huddersfield Giants. Had an awful injury last year that kept him out for most of it, as Gale was trying to get away, but the tackle made by Lomax around the bootleg. I think Lomax has got an injury here. Lomax is in a bit of trouble here. He got caught in the ruck area.
Where do you want it?
So let's just have a look at that again, Leon, but Lomax has clearly got an issue here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure where he's got caught. If it's just a bit of a stinger on his shoulder or his finger. Well, he was already down at the ruck. He's holding his shoulder. I think it's not a bad one. It's one of them stingers on his shoulders that you can wear off and run it, get a bit of a hot sponge on it.
Let's have a look at this.
Stretching out.
10 seconds, let's form.
Just twisted and
go,
fell awkwardly in the rain, in the wet. You can easily dislocate things in this kind of weather. But it looks okay.
Well, a bonus for Hull is it was a hand from St Helens, knocked that ball down. So Hull have got the ball over the halfway line here, and a chance here to build some pressure on the champions line. Can they get the go forward at the moment? No, and Leo mentioned it earlier, that line speed from St Helens, defensively they suffocate the life out of you. Ball here now with Houghton, trying to work his way forward, and a penalty for Hull.
Yeah, quick top.
Yeah, Houghton, too quick for the referee, Leon, too quick
for me. Yeah, I think it's just that fine line, it's that fine balance between setting off on time. Look for the quick tap, but you know, the defensive line wasn't set. Yeah, it's just that balance between getting your line speed right, setting off at the right time, or if you set off too early, just that half a second too early, getting pinged offside. But this is a good chance for Hull now. Starting the set inside the half, inside St Helens half.
Well, here we find out all about them. They have got injuries, but they've got Reynolds and Gale pulling the strings as Reynolds now finds Gale. Gale goes out the back shoulder. Oh, it's a poor take there. Did that touch fingers? No, it didn't. Yes, it did. First tackle off the tap penalty, and Hull there, that was poor execution.
Yeah, and that's the thing. All you've got to do is stay calm. So it's player one, and they've tried to shift on player one. Obviously, they've practiced that during the week at training. We know that Hull FC cannot play basic rugby against Saints and win. We're going to have to try different things, but still, we've got to play to the conditions. Maybe play a little bit smarter, try and build pressure, get to last tackle, roll the ball in goal.
One of the hardest things to do in rugby league, Leon, is defend your own line, and Hull have missed the opportunity there to maybe take some petrol out of the St Helens tank.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Saints are nearly up to halfway line on play two.
Yeah, they are indeed, and another strong carry. Mark Percival's 100th try for St Helens has the champions in front. Tackle over the halfway line then. Already making good meters here, and again they'll go through the middle. Walmsley rocks defenders back. He's like a juggernaut, this fella. Takes some stopping. Plays the ball, and here comes St Helens again. Gale with a tackle on Batchelor, throws him to the ground. Last one. Roby looking, again he looks short side. Lomax calls it, moves it down the hands. Here's Welsby. Welsby's going to run it, and St Helens are going to be wrapped up. In the end, Hull did well to stop that situation developing, and they'll get the ball back 10 off their own line.
Oh, it's a penalty.
Wow. Well, Welsby, I think Hull thought Welsby was tackled, and the referee has deemed that have they lifted a leg? Let's have another look at this. They have lifted a leg, and his head has gone down to the floor, so that is a penalty. Well, on the fifth tackle, well, Brett Hodgson will be furious.
Yeah, be furious. That's just ill discipline, and he was already tackled. The play was over, wasn't it? He's not going to go to his pocket here, is he?
Yeah.
Connor Wynn comes in, lifts the leg, and then it goes on his head. It's a dangerous. It could have been a dangerous one.
Yeah.
Well, yellow card for lifting the leg in the tackle. It was Connor Wynn who dropped the ball at the other end, and now he's being sinned in here. He can't believe it. It seems so innocuous. The tackle really was completed, and Hull now down to 12. You can't lift the leg. He landed on his shoulder. If he'd have landed on his head, that could have been a red card.
Could have been, and now they're down to 12 men. Saints, second play. 10 metres out, could be trouble here for Hull.
Could be indeed. And another set restart as Walmsley now trying to fight his way to the line. These are big moments here for Hull FC. 6 behind and down to 12. Approaching halfway through the first half. Roby gets it away. Dodd moves it to Lomax. Lomax has got the heavy artillery outside him. Swift did well initially to contact Hurrell. The crowd are getting into this one now. They're not happy with that yellow card as Hurrell slowly plays the ball. Lomax, Roby, good defence from Houghton as ever. Oh, it's good for a tackle, Danny Houghton, and they might need a few here, Hull.
Go free. Jordan!
Ball now coming across. Here's Lomax again. Miss out pass. They're looking to get on the edge, and they'll score.
Forward pass.
It's a forward pass. Well, Josh Sid thought he was in there, and there's no need for that pass to be forward.
Yeah, well, it's a borderline. It's a real borderline ball. And, yeah, 50-50. It's a good attempt by Swift, but I think it's the right call by the referee. He's definitely drifted forward just by half a yard.
Jordan
Swift will be relieved that was a forward pass, won't he?
Yeah, it's a tough tackle to make there, Mark. I mean, and it's not like, it looks easy from up here, but when you're down there playing, mate, it's not easy.
6 points to 0. You never missed any tackles, Leon, did you?
I never tried to make any.
Well, now something's happened at the scrum here, and Chris Kendall is getting the wrath of the Hull players and fans at the moment. What's happened here?
Listen, you may be a man down, so you don't need to lose. You're still not formed. You're not in that formation. It's a penalty. Time is off.
Not forming correctly at the scrum, so Chris Kendall, let's have a look. Well, let's be right. Scrums are not the greatest in rugby league anyway, Leon, but you've got to make an effort to get in the scrum.
Yeah, I do, but I just repack the scrum. Usually the referees just say, well, we'll blow the whistle and reform the scrum. And for me, it's a big call, 10 yards out. It's an easy 2 points for Saints to take with the wet conditions. You take 2 points. It's more like 4 in these conditions. But I just think that maybe, just reform the scrum. What do you think, Mark? I don't know.
What's that?
Well, Makinson's going to have the shot at goal. You do wonder there, could he, like you said, Leon, could he just said, look, fellas, you need to pack down. Here's Makinson then to take the kick. Apologies if you heard any language there. It's an emotional crowd at Hull. They'll feel they're on the wrong end of it. Win in the sin bin for an innocuous-looking tackle, but by the letter of the law, it was a dangerous tackle. And that 8-point lead in this weather, Leon, could be crucial. We've got to remember that last passage of play all came from Wynn dropping the ball on the first tackle at the other end.
Yeah, ill-discipline down at the good ball end. And then it was last tackle, the tackle was made. All they had to do was just keep hold of him, and it'd have been a turnover. So, yeah, ill-discipline from Hull FC letting him down at the moment. But that was a bit of a strange call from ref Fallon.
Kick is caught. And here forward comes
Move, Josh!
Lees, who's tackled.
Oh, go, one, good turn, one.
Can Hull force an error? That was a good shot there from Sal. Really physical contact. Brad Fash in there as well.
Wait, go to.
Ball brought forward up the middle here.
Move, Jordan Lees!
Saints looking to build on that 8-point advantage. Wormsley again. He's been colossal, hasn't he?
He's terrific.
Play on! Play on! Play on!
He's still going. He said play on. He said play on the ref. The ref said play on, so just kept on. Nobody can seem to tackle him out there, the big man.
Well, he went to play the ball, and he wasn't even tackled. He got lucky there. Here's Lomax, spreads it wide. Hurrell on the front foot, looking to get round the defender or over the top of him. Well done. Griffin it was with the tackle. Last one for Saints then. Are they going to go aerial this time? They are. Tester at the back for Shaw, catches it, ducks under the tackle, and that will be a penalty. That was a high shot and maybe a good job for Jamie Shaw that St Helens missed.
Yeah, and could he go in the sin bin? I don't know. Swift's down. Is it Shaw that's down? The way he's been refereed.
Well, I think it's actually for a bump. Is it the bump on Swift that they?
It is, yeah.
It's different. It's a penalty.
The penalty's for.
It's a push.
Pushing the back.
Johnny, I get. Matty, listen, I get it, but you still can't go to him and push him. It's a penalty.
Well, I think the fans initially, as we thought, that was for a high shot, but it's for a push, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a push in the back.
This is a Wormsley.
Earlier, yeah, Wormsley. The tackle wasn't affected. It was play on, and everybody knew it was play on. Walmsley gets up, carries on running. Nobody can. Oh, it's an error there. Play one.
Error again from Hull. Well, they're shooting themselves in the foot at the moment. Hull FC, Wellesby in at dummy half. You can't afford to give the three-time champion St Helens this much ball and not expect to play the penalty. Still down to 12, remember, winning the sin bin. Here's Walmsley again. Can they tackle him this time? They can. Lingy Sow with a tackle.
Hold it, Danny, step back. Wait, go to.
Roby now, short again. They're trying to crash their way over. Great run, really strong run there. Brilliant work from Knowles. Gets up to play it. Here they're trying to work their way forward. Roby's tackled. Hull are hanging on here, right on their line. That's how close they are, St Helens, to extending their lead. They go now to that left-hand side. Dodd with a kick. Oh, and shot by Shaw.
It's a knock-on first. It's a knock-on first.
First knock on Hull FC, I think so. And that's the play in these conditions. It's a short kicking game. Kick early, kick into space. Because the conditions are so difficult down there at pitch side.
This is Griffin.
And it's the conditions, you know, you get a shot on the ball in these conditions and it just pops out.
Well done, Warren. On that line, boys.
So a scrum here.
We've not got long on this scrum. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, we've had a few errors so far. But Hull, you'd have to say, a lot of them are unforced errors at the moment, and that will be what's hurting them. As here goes Roby. Lomax out the back. Try coming here, surely. And they will score. In the corner. Josh Sim denied a try. They're going to actually have another look at this one, but it looked a clear move. Let's hear from Chris Kendall.
Have a try. Can you just check the grounding, please, mate?
Video referee to match director. The live decision is a try, and I'm looking at the grounding, please. So he's in possession at this point. In possession. I've seen enough angles, and I've made my decision.
One look should be enough here. And Josh Sim playing on the wing for the first time. Well, with delivery like that, he can expect plenty of tries. And he's over 12 points to 0 in favour of St Helens. But that was a little bit too easy, Leon, from the scrum.
Yeah, it's a set play. They've obviously practiced in training and they've just sunk in on Conrad Hull. It looks like Hull's going to come on a short lead, and they know that it's so strong and hard to tackle one-on-one that they've gone to the line, out the back. Wellesley's perfect time in there for Sim, who dives over in the corner.
Well, that's Josh Sim, fourth try of his career for St Helens. His only other three came in a hat-trick against Leeds in 2020. So Sim over the line. Well, he won't score any easier than that.
No, it was the threat of Hull coming on that short lead, where Hull FC thought that if they go for him one-on-one, he's going to crash over, but it was a lovely time ball out the back, and then Wellesby tip on, easy ball into corner, nice finish.
People will talk, Hull have got injuries, they've got suspensions, Leon, but the errors that they're making are basic errors, aren't they? They're errors that are easily fixable. I know they're a man down, I know they've got one in the bin, but they're making too many basic errors.
Yeah, too many basic errors. And obviously, up here, watching the game from television or in the stands, it looks very easy, but when you're down there, let me assure you, it's really, really hard to keep hold of that ball. When if somebody gets a little bit of a hand on it, it comes loose very, very easily. But yeah, they do need to tighten up. Here's
Makinson. Looking to add the extras from out wide. Well, goal kicking was a problem last week. It's not a problem today. An absolute cracker from Makinson. 14 points to 0. Here's the score again.
Yeah, it's a set play. They've obviously worked on training. Gale sinks in on Hurrell, and then it's just quick hands. Nice timing by Wellesby. Wellesby's got really nice timing on his sweep lines around the back of the player as he passes it onto the wing into the corner. Great finish.
McIntosh will restart here. Hull making changes. Oh, there you go, an error from Wellesby. So a try creator at one end, he's coughed it up here, and this is a big set for Hull.
That's what you call a coach killer.
On the line,
dropping it from the kick-off. It's just gone straight through the breadbasket, and it's gone straight through.
He won't get a gig in the slips, would he, with catching like that, Jack Wellesby? Chris Sarte has come on to add a bit of size. There's a bit of snow in the air here. Chilly old day in Hull.
Okay, let's go.
Lingy Sowers made way. Jack Brown, the youngster, is on as well. Here come Hull then. Gale has it. He's got nowhere to go, and that's because St Helens are offside.
That's the fine line that they keep running, don't they? They keep running, they keep pressuring LFC, but they're always right on the borderline of being offside.
Offside.
Here they go. Gale trying to... Well, he tried to sneak one there. They were having none of it. Houghton will play the ball. Here forward now from Sartai. 10 out. Hull have got numbers to their right-hand side, and that's where they're going to go now. Gale moves it along. Here's Reynolds, fires it to Shaw. Shaw brings in the centre. Good tackle, Percival, but that's a good run as well. Cam Scott, I think it is underneath there, as McIntosh will play the ball. What have Hull got here? Not a lot is the answer. Jordan Johnson quickly engulfed by St Helens defenders. And Hull have got 2 left in this set. Houghton skips across. They're getting in each other's way at the moment, Hull. The cohesion is not there. This is the last one. Can they get a repeat set? Gale will go short. Sartai needs to offload it. He goes to ground. Well, I'm not sure what to make of that set, Leon Price.
Me neither. It just looked like a little bit unorganised. I think Hull are struggling now with it. I'm not sure if they've still got them off the field, but just looked like they were a little bit unshevelled there, really. It's a poor set, but at least they turned the ball over 2-3 yards off the try line of Saints, so they'll be happy with that.
Hold, go on.
It is summer rugby league, I can assure you, but they're back to 13 apiece. I think Hull's lack of cohesion on attack is a big problem at the moment. They just can't seem to get anything going. And Saints look in the mood to punish as they work it forward. And here goes Walmsley again, looking to turn, finds his front.
He's absolutely destroyed this LFC pack on his own. He's been fantastic this first half.
Roby, Lomax is going to put boot to ball, just stabs it through. Shaw looks to let it bounce, and that does run dead, and that means that Hull will get a 7-tackle restart here. I think Lomax was caught after he kicked it. And he's got another knock, Lomax. He's down. Let's have a look at this again. Oh, wow. Luke Gale. I think he could be in trouble here, Luke Gale.
He just got an injury.
It's a shin, it looks like.
Well, he's
put his foot out with Gale.
He's gone in studs up there.
Studs up. Yeah. He could be in trouble. He could be in trouble here, you know.
All right, mate.
Well, Luke Gale's perfectly entitled to go for the ball, but not with his studs.
No, it's not football, is it? It's, even in football, you'd be in trouble for this one. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure if he catches him. It looks like he does. We'll see it from this angle. He's definitely caught him on his top of his knee.
I'm just not even sure what Luke Gale's thinking there.
Yeah, it's not a nice one.
The video official is having a look at this.
Yeah. 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 It's a deliberate act. All right, mate.
Well, here we go again. Luke Gale's afternoon is over. Straight red card. It can only be described as a moment of madness from Luke Gale. What on earth was he thinking? He has got in with his studs up.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, in football, if that were a game of football, he'd probably be in trouble for it, and you can't do it in rugby league either. It's caught him. It's a soft one. It's, you know, if Lomax carries on running, it's probably not even seen or picked up by anybody. None of us saw it from up here. I don't think anybody picked it up pitch side, but slowed down and brought to the attention of the referee. If you watch here, his studs are up.
But what's he thinking, Leon? What is he thinking?
I don't think he knows. Tries to help him to his feet there, look, to say play on, but because he knows if he stays down that he's going to get checked by the video ref. Gale knows he's in trouble, but that's a massive call. Down to 12 men now for the full game, full FC. Already 14 points down.
Well, it's Luke Gale's home debut, and it won't be one he'll remember. First use of the showers for the skipper. Ball comes out. And Hull now are losing their cool. Lovaduru's on. Hull are on the edge here, aren't they? And St Helens will want to put this to bed early. They're right on the line, Saints. A fiery contest. Not the best pass. It went backwards. That won't go down well with the Hull faithful here. They've got to find a way to hang on. We saw Leeds down to 12 last week for over an hour, take it right to the end. But they weren't 14 points to nil down at the time.
Move, Josh! Hold here! Hold here!
Saints banging on the door. They go left, looking for a third try. Wellesby, not a good pass. And that has been lost. So a bit of respite for Hull FC.
Yeah, they deserved that because they defended well there, but it's poor timing, poor execution. The ball out wide from Wellesby, trying to stand him up, Reynolds. But the pass is poor behind Percival. And that's another little bit of pressure let off by St Helens.
Hull now, well, what's the mindset of Hull? They're 14-0 down, they're on the back foot, they're down to 12. What is the coach trying to get out here as a message?
I think it's survival mode to get into half-time, to readjust, to change the game plan. Purely and simply survival mode, to try and obviously not let Saints in for any more tries and try just to get into half-time with the score as it is, at least.
Fine margins. You think of that Gale kick to Swift. If he catches it, he scores. But down the other end, tries for Percival and Sim. 3 from 3 for the boot for Makinson. And the champions, who were very threatening last week, are at it again here. And there will be no respite from the team in red and white. 6 again. Here's Griffin on the end of it. A set restart for Hull FC. Taken forward here. Sartai with a good carry. They need more of that, Hull, if they're going to get back into this game.
2. That's fine.
Reynolds is really going to have to take over the attacking threat, isn't he?
Yeah, I think what they'll try and do is just try and get a good last play in, is to try and have a little bit of composure and just keep it calm. Keep the ball in hand, don't make too many errors. Just kick the ball good on last play.
Well, they're 2 away from that, and they're going to go here with Lovadur. Lovadur, who scored at Wakefield last week, gets it to Shaw. Shaw wasn't expecting it, he had nowhere to go. And the last one, 20 away. Now, do they go aerial, or do they just try and roll it in behind and put the squeeze on? Here's Houghton, little stab kick through. Should be picked up by Hurrell, who is onside, and that will be Saints' ball.
It's just scrappy again. It's gone to Danny Houghton on last play. Danny Houghton's not their usual kicker. They've got they've got at least Reynolds to take control. He needs to get all the last players there and put the ball in the corner where it's needed, not to Houghton, who doesn't usually kick.
You can see the idea was there, and here's an error. So he lost, so Wellesby again coming up with the error as McCarthy Scarsbrook is on for St Helens.
Yeah, it's just an hand by Griffin. It's fair and square. You'd expect Wellesby to keep all of that on a normal day, but with the conditions the way they are, one little knock on the ball or their arm on the hand, and it's hard to keep all that ball.
Is that so as a defender now, Leon, are you looking to just tackle the ball and not actually stop the man, if you like?
Yeah, you're looking to get a shot on the ball as much as you can, shoulder contact as much as you can.
Walmsley goes for a breather, but look at this, the defence just keeps on coming for St Helens. Lovadur gets in away, taken forward by Hull. Luke Gale, if you just joined us, sent off for a studge-up challenge, trying to charge a kick down as Danny Houghton now. Big day for him in the Super League era. He's now the most capped Hull player. Goes 10th on the all-time Hull list as well as Sartai goes forward. What can they do here? Slow play of the ball. Lovadur has a look himself, but Saints aren't going to fall for that.
I mean, Luke Gale's organising all the players, so he's gone now. Danny Houghton's gone to 7, Reynolds to 6. Reynolds needs to step up and take control here now for
Well, here is Reynolds with a kick. That's a better kick. And they will be trapped in goal. Griffin with a tackle on Hurrell. That's just what you've called for.
Yeah, Reynolds has got the experience from NRL. He's got to take control of this game now with Luke Gale going off, and that's all you need in these conditions. Little kicks on the floor, roll it in goal, put the fullback under pressure. It's a good take from Hurrell. Well, it's a back-to-back set. 6 minutes to go. They should get at least an attacking set here for Hull FC.
14-0 the lead, 6 to go to the break. Gale sent off, straight red card.
That's fine.
Ball brought forward here by the black and whites.
We need hold. Oh, go on.
Driven in by Brown.
Conrad, don't go early.
That's a good run. To be fair, Sartai off the bench has made a good impact, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's made a massive impact. Just looking forward here to see what happens with this organisation for FC.
2, 3rd.
Danny Houghton playing 7 where he's not used to playing.
Wait, go 3.
Taken in by Wynn. Here's Lovadua again. Lovadua needs to get this ball away. He does. He finds Houghton. Houghton now will move it wide.
Still 3.
Coming back across the middle. Lovadua gets it away. Griffin juggled it. He's going to kick it early in the tackle. It wasn't played at. That was. And Wellesby picks it up. And Hull have wasted another chance. Didn't even get to the end of the set.
Yeah, and that's what happens when your little general goes off. Gale organises nearly every play. And to be sent off, it's a lovely little kick through. Bit ad-libbed off the cuff kind of stuff now, and that's what you're going to see throughout this game from Hull FC.
Move, get back.
5 to go to the break here on Channel 4. The champions in control. There goes McCarthy. Scarsbrook holds a Super League record now, 198 substitute appearances in the Super League. Thanks to Ian Proctor, our statsman, for that one.
Go 5.
Ball now here goes across. Lomax gets it. Hurrell with a flick pass. Went out the back. It's play on. It's hoofed downfield by Sim. Goes over the post, and thankfully for Hull bounces behind. So 7 tackle, 20-metre restart for Hull.
Yeah, I don't think Christian Wolf will be happy with that set. I think it was poor end to the set. Johnny Lomax tries to run it on last play. And it's just about patience. Trying to roll that ball in there, put the ball in the right areas rather than make plays up.
Stand, go on.
Oh, that wasn't a great play of the ball. Lovadua actually did really well to pick that up.
One.
Like a wicket keeper.
Oh, go on. 2. Move, Jade Rober. Here, hold. Hold, go 2.
Lovadua then at dummy half, gets it away. Hull trying hard. They are missing several key players, but the problem today is they're missing one big player, and that's Luke Gale, who's been sent off. Again, Sartai with another big carry.
It's getting him into the positions, but it's what they do with the ball now. We need Reynolds to take control here.
Here is Houghton. Houghton pops it up for Griffin. Saints were waiting. Batchelor stands in the tackle.
Held! Ruiz, James, step back. Go 5.
This is the important play, the last play.
Well, it's going to Houghton again, and Houghton's just going to stand up the kick. He's going to invite Swift to chase it. On an error there. Dropped, so they ask the question, and they're going to get another set on. They're offside.
Josh Sims, lucky boy there. He gets paid to catch them balls. You've got to take them as a winger. He's very, very lucky.
Joe Lovadua, I think it was inside the 10.
Inside the 10.
And he was in front of the kicker when they kicked the ball, so he can't be inside 10 when the catcher catches it.
Absolutely, yeah, he made it an easy decision for the referee, but still, why are they going to Danny Houghton on last play when it should be going to Reynolds? He's got so many appearances in the NRL, he's got so much experience of taking control of games. He needs to be coming up with last plays for Hull FC.
Is that a decision he's making on the field, or is Danny Houghton overcalling him for the ball? What's happening?
He's got enough experience to call it himself. Just overcall the ball and make sure you get all the last plays, because it's so important.
It is indeed. There's Parsi, easily identifiable. Oh, they've given away another penalty here, Hull. I say easily identifiable by the fact he's got a clean bright white shirt on, and here now goes Matautia cutting infield. Tackle, 30 away, a Saints about to deliver a hammer blow. McCarthy Scarsbrook slips the ball on. Taken inside the 20. Hull have got to hold on here. Big moment. Reynolds told to get out of the tackle, which he does. They're going to go now to that left-hand side. Percival was cutting in there. Lussick is out there for Saints now, pulling the strings. He's going to move the ball here. Roby stays on, gets it to Lomax. Now Wellesby fires it wide. Sim with a catch. Sim with a score. Second for him. Brilliant work. Lussick to Roby. Lomax and a pass from Wellesby out wide. Sim into the corner. Saints lead by 18 points to 0.
And that's where they kill you, with the execution and the timing, the skill. Wellesby has made a habit of doing this. It's beautiful play. Lomax to the line, and it's Wellesby who has the vision for a nice 2-on-1 cut-out ball. They're attracted to Hurrell. It's a skill who's on the money every time. Roby out wide to Lomax. Lomax to Wellesby, and Wellesby with a vision. What a ball on the money, and that's a beautiful, nice little finish for Sim, who could have been in trouble down at the other end with a drop ball, but got away with it, luckily.
Sim with his second. Well, he got a hat-trick against Leeds. Is he going to get a hat-trick here today? We'll find out. You get the feeling he's going to get plenty of chances as time ticks down here. It's another tough kick for Makinson.
Yeah, good spot.
Very impressive from Wellesby, the ball, the execution in this weather to get that ball from left to right, to get it on the money, and the timing right. It's a fantastic piece of skill. And he's had a bit of an up and down start to the season as Wellesby. He's a little bit quiet last week, but he's finished this half off really, really well.
What will Brett Hodgson say to his team at half-time? Down to 12, Luke Gale sent off. What will his message be at the break?
I'm not going to say what I said last week. I was like, let's put it that way, Mark, and get myself in trouble again. But no, I think it's just about restricting Saints' yardage. Walmsley's absolutely destroyed the middle of Hull FC's pack. The kicking game, they've got to step up. Reynolds has got to step up and start taking control of the kicking game. But I'm not too sure where they go from here myself. 20-0 down now if he kicks this half-time. Man down against the champions.
Well, here's Makinson, 3 from 3. And what you don't want when you're a man down and down on your luck is Makinson kicking them from all over the MKM Stadium. Here he is on the touchline. Sends it on its way. It's perfect.
Oh, it's a beauty.
It's brutal from Makinson. St Helens lead by 20 points to 0. And they go off. They look pretty happy, St Helens, the champions, with tries from Mark Percival. His 100th for St Helens. And a double for Josh Sim. But the big talking point was the red card for Luke Gale. The Hull FC skipper sent off for foul play. All the reaction to the first half to come with Adam. A bit nicer here in the summer, I'm sure. St Helens coming out. What will Christian Wolf say then? Because by all intents and purposes, Leon, the game is won, isn't it? Unless something remarkable happens, St Helens are going to win. But what will he want out of the second?
He'll want his team to go back to basics. Basic would be complete your steps, pull the ball into the corner, and don't try and overplay. We know that we've got a number advantage, but let's not try and force this ball, especially in these conditions, and give Hull FC cheap ball. Make them work and get out of their own half. I'm sure you'll see him kicking on play 3, play 4 a lot this half, Saints. They'll kick early yardage and turn Hull FC around and just put it back to basics.
Yeah, I've got you there.
Chris Kendall brings out the ball. There's been a lot of conjecture about that red card. We'll talk about that later on, I'm sure. Hull against St Helens in the Betfred Super League. Second half underway here at the MKM Stadium. Could do with leaving those flamethrowers on. That warmed things up here as the snow continues to come. And as you can see, it's getting heavier here. It's like a Christmas card scene here in Hull this afternoon. Surely these are the days where you're happy you're not playing.
Absolutely. I'm happy every day, Mark. But yeah, I'd look to see this forward pack now from Saints, driving it forward, and I'm expecting an early kick just to turn Hull FC around.
Here forward then. Come St Helens.
Go for good.
Looking to add to their lead. Up towards halfway they go.
5. Move, Danny. Hold here. Go
Lusick is in there. He gets it back.
Boys.
Dodd will kick downfield. It's going to land underneath the post. Now, eventually it will be allowed to bounce. And McIntosh almost got himself in a little bit of a tangle there.
Yeah, and you can't blame him really. It would be hard to see in the snow, but they get a seven tackle start now.
Not for the first time, but I guess if you can control the restart, St Helens will be quite happy with that, Leon.
Yeah, they will. But I'd still think that it's a poor kick really in these conditions. Just kick and play earlier. Just wait to get to a 50 and kick and play earlier. And the wings are a little bit further up. Try and find some space and turn around pressure around. But listen, they're under no pressure. They're 20-0 up. I'm sure they'll find their way back into this game, no problem whatsoever.
Hull with Connor. Win. Now the ball driven forward by Hull.
Go free, good.
Lovadua in there, Fijian international. Here's Chris Sarte. He has been impressive for Hull today. Certainly added some impact, and now a 6 again call for Hull. So
yes, they needed that one. They needed that to get back in this game. That's what the game needs.
What we're doing is, who gets it? Here now the ball to Danny Houghton. Houghton turns it back. Griffin. Griffin tackle 30 away. Well, every great comeback starts somewhere. What can Hull produce here? Reynolds taking on the line, ducks under one tackle. Oh, then another strong challenge came in. Reynolds, in fairness, gets up.
He didn't play the ball correctly.
He played it sideways.
He didn't play the ball correctly.
And he's furious with that. Johnny Lomax, by the way, has gone off. Curtis Sirenen on for St Helens. Let's have a look at this again. That one was okay. What about this next one?
You should know that, Lewis.
Well, it was Batchelor.
Go on.
Not too much in that, I don't think.
Well, I'm sure that Hull FC will probably feel badly done to with the way that they've been treated this afternoon, but still, he's not playing that ball either. That's a knock-on. Justice, maybe.
Couple of errors. Griffin celebrates.
On, Danny. Middle, mate.
Well, let's get down to pitch side then, because Kyle Amor of St Helens is alongside Helen Skelton.
Yeah. Don't break early though. I'll tell you when. I'll make it loud.
In the stands with a cup of coffee rather than out there.
Yeah, I think so. You know, judging how the boys were inside there, hot water bottles on, new towels, new shirts, a lot of shivering bodies there. But I thought we've done really well in that first half, and you know, controlled large parts of the field, and you know, subsequently that's how we find ourselves 1-0 up.
What did Christian Wolf say? Can you sit back and take the pressure off and enjoy it?
Definitely not. You know, we've seen beforehand the whole emotion that's around the game, given the death of a legend, and you know, Hull FC largely playing on that, and they won't go away. And that's one message that was from Christian, was just keep your heads in the play, because you know, they won't go away at all.
You're keeping one eye as a commentator, because he's looking, thinking, I don't want to talk over a try. So
Sorry.
No, you do right, Carol.
Cheers, Helen. Kyle Amor there, with us last week, but with us again, I'm sure, throughout the season. Not needed today, but here come Hull, looking for their first points. Move the ball wide. McIntosh fancied the outside, but the problem for the wingers today, you go on the outside, you get tackled, you'll slide into touch quite easily. So he had to take the tackle.
He got to kick early out and have gone for the kick there. That was a great offload.
Well, it's gone backwards, and that will be play off.
This is the important play. This is where we need Reynolds to take control of the game here.
Well, is he going to get it now? Yes, he is. Reynolds with a little dribble kick through. That's better. There to be competed for. Great play, though, from Sim. Keeps the ball in the field of play, but these are tough carries now. Can Hull force an error? They get it wrapped in, and Hurrell driven back. Brilliant defence from Hull.
And that's the response Brett Hodgson will be looking for. You've got to get your experienced halfbacks on the ball. Last play, it's important. It's a great tackle by Griffin.
Tackle complete.
It's a great lift. Keeping the ball alive. Nice little offload. And it just keeps on rolling. Rolled into the end goal. And then it's Griffin.
Okay, Jack.
With the first tackle. And then it's a great defence there by Griffin, who picks him up, lifts him, and then all driving back. Danny Howard, they're all in there involved. That's the effort that Brett Hodgson would have been looking for.
Now the goal line restart, collected by Hull. Here goes Sarte again. Oh, now then, a challenge came in here, and Chris Kendall quick to blow the whistle. Cyril McCarthy Scarsbrook involved as well. Let's have a look. Sarte is who's causing the problems. I think it was Sirenen, wasn't it, with a... Let's have a look.
Oh, he's got just a little cheeky one on chops. A little cheeky one, a little bit of a nipper.
Wait.
Could be in trouble.
Wait, time out. High tackle.
I didn't think it was too bad. You never know these days. Ball FC tapping and playing on anywhere. Let's go. Here we go.
The crowd are getting into it now, Leon, as well, aren't they?
They're lifting after this that back-to-back set. And they're offside, St Helens.
Interesting.
James, we're going to sort this discipline.
It's livening up down here. It's livening up.
Now it's St Helens that are getting a little bit of ill discipline sneaking into their game. Well, the snow's falling.
This is an important set for FC now. They must come up with something, at least a good last play. At least a good last play.
Lovadua waits. Gets the ball away to Danny Houghton. Houghton short pass Sarte. That was a good ball. Sarte takes it in. He gets through one tackle, he's still going, the big fella.
Crowder lifting.
Lobadua, 5 away. Gets it away to Howden, looping ball over the top, McIntosh, the defence slides across, Makinson was waiting for him. You can see the idea, but it wasn't quite
It's never going to work, you're never going to outnumber him because you're a man down, so that's why your last plays become so important.
Good run there from Shaw, looking to offload, can't get it away. 10 out Hull.
Saints look short on the right hand side. Dropped it.
He lost it, didn't he?
He's dropped it.
I think he's dropped it. He had it in one arm as he went to the ground here, and he's just lost it there. Disappointment for Hull, but a better start to the second half for them, but they've just got to try and cut out. It's difficult, we know that.
Yeah, these conditions, I mean, it's hard to come. It's hard to feel it when you're watching it from TV or you're watching it from the stands, but on the field, it's so difficult to keep hold of that ball when it's wet and slippery.
Yeah, just came out of his fingertips, and we saw that there on the replay.
Wait, Chris.
As the Hull fans now trying to cheer on their team. Down to 12 if you've just joined us. Luke Gale sent off for a high boot. Caught Lomax. Oh, what a shot, but Parsi bounces it off. And Parsi now goes on a rampaging run. Well, they went for him there, and Parsi was having none of it.
He took him clean out, didn't he? The man that were looking for the shot got shot at himself. Great run. Saints into good field position.
McCarthy Scarsbrook 40 away. Will play the ball.
Hold. Go for.
Lussick gets it away.
There we go. Early kick into position. Look to force the error. That's what you want to do in these conditions. You don't need the ball for the full set. Kick early and just wait for the other team to make the error. Put pressure in defence because you can't shift the ball in this weather. It's hard to pass the ball in this weather, so
sorry, Leon, you can see there's a little bit of water starting to stand on the top of the pitch now as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's going to be even harder to keep hold of your foot in.
Yeah, mate.
I'm sure the groundsman here will be very worried about his beloved playing surface, but he'll get it ready, I'm sure, for the next game.
Get back! Wait. Go for.
Hull coming forward.
5.
Ball up to the halfway line. St Helens at home to Wakefield next week. Then they come back to Hull to take on Hulkinston Rovers.
Clear.
There's a kick downfield. Well, there's afters here, and Griffin is in there. Reynolds is in there. It was Surnan, I think, who took out Reynolds, but you thought it was a fair tackle.
I thought he was committed to the tackle. I didn't think it was. I don't think it's a bad one. I thought he was committed to the tackle.
Well, temperatures rising. Here's Reynolds. Is there a great deal wrong with that?
Well, to me, there's not.
Andy's wrapped his arms around
He's not done
him.
anything wrong. He's just gone for the kick home. He's put kick pressure on.
I've not got a penalty.
I'm not too sure. I don't know nowadays. I'm not too sure.
Well, Griffin was in there. He didn't like it. Surren's got a big smile on his face.
I think that for me, that's he's gone for the kicker. He's put kick pressure on from marker. He's timed it.
I'm going to penalise.
We've just
thrown him in.
Yeah, there's no penalty. That's what I thought. He's just gone for the player who's kicked the ball. He was fully committed to the player, and that's it.
The referee is going to have a word here, maybe just to try and cool down.
The tackle is not late. They're committed to the tackle. All right. The penalty's going against Hull for the reaction. I control the game, not the players. It's a penalty.
Chris Kendall laying the law down, and the reaction as Griffin is the problem. Penalty against Hull.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything wrong with it at the time. Griffin's obviously trying to look after his half-back like you'd expect a big guy to do, but Surnan didn't do anything wrong. All he did was to put kick pressure on and committed himself to the tackle. He did nothing wrong.
So a penalty, St Helens. Griffin, good to see him back after his long injury layoff. As Dodd is going to kick into touch. You can hear the St Helens fans singing that they are the champions, three-time champions of Super League, looking for an unprecedented 4th successive grand final win. And the way they've started the season, they are going to be the team to stop.
Hold here. Wait, Joe, don't go early. 6 again, 2
Saints get another set here. Dodd will turn it back.
Just keep changing angles. Look at that leg drive. Fantastic. That's what in this weather, a change of angle, a drop off. It's so hard to defend against. Change of angles, kick early.
Another set restart. It was Matauti with a carry. Here comes Parsi now. 5 away. Reynolds makes the tackle. Huller on the ropes here. Lusick trying to punch one. He got one last week against the Dragons. Can he get in again? No.
Move Jamie off the ball.
Hold. That's where they are, right on the line. They've got that boot just on the whitewash. They're trying to get off the line now, put pressure on Dodd. Dodd gets it away. Wellesby sees options to his left, closed down. He's going to have a little kick and chase. That's the end. He's got the grand final winning try. Wow. And he thinks he's got another one here. He celebrates with the St Helens fans. Let's hear all about this one, Chris Kendall.
I have no try. Check grounding, please, mate.
Great kick.
We do have to match. We're checking their onside from the kick. So Wellesby kicks through. So ball on foot. So we can play this through. Yeah, there's nobody waiting for the ball there. So and he's through, so he's onside. So I'm happy they're onside. It's just on the grounding. Live decisions, no try. So who touches this ball? Who touches it? Nice and slow. Whose hand is that? So, we're going to go on the other angle. If we've got another angle, that doesn't really show me much on that.
I think this could be a try.
I'd give that a try.
Nice and slow on this. Whose hand gets to this ball? Live decisions, no try. So both reaching out. Yeah, so have you got any more available angles that might show me whose hand gets to the ball?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but if you can just go slow on this, nice. Yeah, so. Yeah, I think this is my best angle. If we can go just nice and slow on this, please.
I'll tell you what, this is a tough call. This is a tough call.
Both hands are going for the ball, and at worst, it's simultaneous, and a simultaneous grounding would result in a try. So therefore, I've seen all the available angles, and I've made my decision.
Here comes the decision. Jack Wellesby made himself a St Helens hero at that end of the field when he won the grand final in 2020. This try might not quite be as important, but it's another Wellesby cracker, and Saints lead by 24 points to 0.
Yeah, and it's a great try. And LMS is laying the marker down there, and it's like we said, it's a kicking game. The passing games will be hard in these conditions, and he just comes up with playing out of the book there. Nice little kick through, and he wants to get there first. He gets to the ball. He wants to get to the ball first. Dodd goes out the back to Wellesby. Wellesby just comes up with a bit of magic, comes back across the field, kicks, goes around the player, and he just wants it more. He wants to get there first. He deserves that.
Here's Makinson. He's kicked them from all over. This should be a formality. 26 points to 0, and that's just a moment of individual brilliance from Jack Wellesby.
Yeah, and that's the reason why that he's been given the #1 jersey, and he's talked about as much as he is. He's a piece of invention, and he just wants to get there first. You know, Charlie's probably faster than Wellesby, but he wants it that little bit more, and just manages to get there. But Wellesby is a very, very talented player. Look at him celebrating in front of his fans there. He's a good player, top player, future international, definitely.
Hull rolling their bench. Mitielli. Wiliki Apani comes on. There's Christian Wolf, his 50th game in charge of St Helens today. Pretty straightforward for Wolf. Won a couple of grand finals and a Challenge Cup.
Well, with Tommy did well with.
Yeah, did indeed. It's here now. Forward comes Saints. At least the snow has turned to sleet now. That's one. I'll call it a blessing. I'm not sure, if I'm honest.
I think it's still not snowing in Bradford where we're from, that.
Yeah, it could be an eventful journey home.
Get square, boys! Wait! No,
milking the penalty there, says the referee. He's having none of that, as Lusick, who will be the successor to Roby when he eventually calls it a day.
Good successor as well as a top player. Looking forward to seeing him with more minutes under his belt.
Yeah, here now the kick from Dodd. Dodd goes high. Thought the chasers were offside there, but the tackle made. Well taken by Shaw at the back. Ball coming forward. Here is Waliki Yapani for Gian. Only a handful of Super League games under his belt.
Conrad, don't go earlier, mate. Go free.
As he comes forward. Hull, well, all that early promise to the second half has been punctured by St Helens' try. Their fourth of the afternoon. Came slightly against the run of play, and again it came really on the back of that ill discipline from Josh Griffin.
Yeah, and a lot of the tries and mistakes and errors have cost Hull today. Ill discipline. But Saints get the ball back on it in nice field position again. And, I think Chris and Wolf are really happy. 25 minutes ago, 26 points up. Just play nice and steady here now. Look to complete sets.
Here's Percival, got his 100th St Helens try in the first half, got things underway for the champions. The big talking point really, and a game changer, certainly from Hull's point of view, was the red card shown to Luke Gale for a raised boot. Turn off for foul play. As Parsley, I think he's had a good spell off the bench today.
He looks strong, yeah, he's got a very big right-hand fend, very big right-hand fend. Here goes.
Here they go again, up the middle, just fired the pass and couldn't be taken in.
I'd like to see him take the line on a little bit, Dodd, a little bit more. I'd like to really. He's got good feet when he goes at the line. I think he should just run a little bit more. It was a good ball. Just couldn't be collected.
A couple of decent early carries from Waliki Yapani. There's an offload there. As now, here they go. Hull trying to work their way downfield.
Move, step back. Hold, don't go early, Louis. Wait.
40 out from the
line's good.
Hull line. Driven up the middle now is Jordan Lane.
Move, square. Hold.
They're going to look to shift here, but this was so difficult for a player to shift from.
Louis Dodd, 10 metres.
Here's Houghton. Houghton gets it away. Reynolds with a little step. They're all over him. Suranen again. Right on top of him. Dumps him to the ground.
Go free.
Now a little scoop from dummy half, but nowhere to go for Connor Wynn.
So
Hull, who won at Wakefield last week, are going to be defeated here today.
That's fine, there's depth.
As Sow is tackled.
5.
This is the last one then. They need a decent kick at the end of this, Hull.
Go 5.
Reynolds is going to go high, swirls on the wind. They're going to let this bounce. That was risky, and it's picked up by Hull, and they're going to score the try. Wellesby let the ball bounce, and Griffin pounces on it, and Hull FC finally on the board. It's Griffin with a try. Hull 4, Saints 26.
Rule number 1, never let the ball bounce in rugby league. If you've got a chance to catch it, catch the ball. Griffin was first to react. He's had a big effort there in the back row of Griffin today, but as a full-back, you've got to look to claim these balls. As Reynolds goes high with a spiral bomb. Ball will be spiralling and moving all over the place, and they're hard to read. Wells believes it, and there's no talk or communication. Griffin wants it more. He's first to react. This is a beautiful spiral bomb, like I was talking about. Reynolds taking control. There's no talk from the back three, no communication. Griffin chases, reacts. He deserves that.
And as a coach, Christian Wolf would rather that Wellesby went and dropped that than just let it bounce.
Yeah, that's what he taught in the backfield. Your back three is you'd rather somebody make a call for it, go for it, make an error than leave it and let it bounce. Because if you let that ball bounce, you don't know where it's going to go. And in that case, it's gone to Griffin, who was chasing up at the middle, picked it up and deserved that try. And they're back in this game a little bit. They needed that.
And it's easy at 26-0. Maybe not to chase as enthusiastically, Leon, and credit the whole players who were all around it. And Brett Hudson won't be happy with the score, and there'll be elements of the performance he's not happy with, but he'll be looking as he goes along at those little things, won't he?
Yeah, they're little indicators as McIntosh puts it over straight through the middle. They're your key indicators of enthusiasm as you kick chase, you kick pressure, working from marker, working on your short sides. And it's just a fantastic kick from Reynolds. It's right in that space where nobody wants it, nobody calls for it. Griffin picks it up and then it's just a straight palm off. And it's an easy finish for the big man.
Yeah, Griffin's 101st career try. And those youngsters enjoyed that one. They might be getting well behind on the scoreboard, but they've not given up hope just yet. 22 minutes remaining, but they're on the board, and that will give them a little bit more confidence now.
Yeah, a little bit more hope, but this is a really, really important set now that they must finish in a positive fashion for Hull FC.
The second week in succession at Hull are going to end with 12, of course. Jake Connor sent off at Wakefield last week. Luke Gale this week.
Go, free, good. Free.
Hull now centre field and run forward by Lingy Sao.
Move all the way, Joe.
Lavadua will play the ball just short of the halfway line. Houghton.
That's fine. No, he's not going round.
That's where they're trying to shift the setup right hand side to shift the ball, but because of the conditions, it's so hard to get the ball out and to pass and play. Gone for spiral ball again.
Who's going to take this one? Underneath it this time, taken by Wellsby. Well, he's learnt his lesson.
Yeah, that wasn't as difficult to because he didn't find as much space. The other one was like right into space. But well done to Wellsby for making up for it. Way to go, it's away.
And well done, Sim, who's looking for the hat-trick, and he races away, Sim. He's brushing off the cover. Great tackle. Maliki Yapani gets back and saves a try. But Simi was on the break. Here now is Dodd. Skips his way forward. And Saints in the blink of an eye are on the attack.
He has to pass that ball. He has to go short side and use his players there, Dodd.
Here's Lussick, gets it away. Driven in. Tackle made. 5 out from the Hull line.
Saints have got good shape both sides.
Well, now they're going short. They're trying to power the
ball. It's gone forward.
It's a forward pass. The Saints fans were celebrating. McCarthy Scarsbrook thought he was in. But Lussick.
It's a great catch from Wellsby, who'd made a mistake in the previous set. And then it's a break here from Sim. Beautiful break. Good patience to get down and just get up and play the ball. And then it's just a blew it at the end with his forward. It's a blatant forward pass. Blatant forward pass from Lussick.
Heads in.
Give the referee no option.
Morgan Knowles was involved in that build-up as well. As Hurrell now trying to put the squeeze on Adam Swift, the former Saints man. Great determination from Hurrell.
He's had a good game, Hurrell's had a good game, fantastic game so far. And this is where Saints are dangerous, when they're attacking you with their line speed.
Saints rushing in, looking for an error here. Tackle made, and look at this, 3 tackles in, and they're going backwards, Hull, at the minute. These are tough carries.
These are the days that you're glad you retired and you don't have to be out there taking these balls in.
Yeah, this is when you used to tie your laces, isn't it?
Stand out on wing and just watch.
Here's Wynn. Wynn trying to get on the outside. But we called it earlier. You go on the outside, you've got to get by your man, Leon, or you're going over the sideline.
And the reason why he's gone so wide, if you look at him here, he can't go through the middle because it's too tough. They're getting trotted back, every tackle getting picked up, lifted back. That's why he's gone to the wing. Inexperience. It's just he's silly play, but the boy will learn. He's only a young boy. And the reason they've had to do that is because the St Helens defence is too aggressive, it's too strong, too big, and they can't go anywhere else.
No Carlos Sumavave, who will be a regular centre for Hull. They have got injury and suspension problems. They're going to have more suspension problems after Gale sending off. Here comes Saints, Parsley's effort.
Move, Liggett, Jordan! Hold.
18 or so minutes remaining. Saints looking to extend their lead. They've got numbers, but Dodd has a go himself. Dodd, he scored last week as well, looking for try.
That's what we like to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see half-back take the line on.
Hold, go to.
Swinging the ball out wide. Lomax goes out wide. Here into the line they come again. Good defence.
Great defence, great tackle.
Griffin has gone off for Jordan Johnson, who's out there. And,
it's hurt, Percival, is that one?
Yeah, he came racing into the line. Percival is injured here.
Just
right on his hip.
Tackle free.
Bit of a dead hip, I think. There was McIntosh who got there, then a bit of a knee, I think it was, from the second man in, Reynolds.
Lomax gets it away, looping past the Parsley. Here's Dodd, he's going to put the kick through. The chasers are coming, and all Shaw can do is knock the ball dead. Hull will have to drop out underneath their own post.
And that's a great play in these conditions. Just keep rolling that ball in there. It's a turn-up play to Dodd, who comes off his right foot. I think he's naturally left-footed, he's Dodd. But he comes off his right foot, which is not his normal kicking foot. Shaw gets the ball first, and has back-to-back set for Saints.
And it's the weight of the kick, isn't it, Leo?
Perfect kick.
It caused Hull problems as the pitch continues to muddy up centre field. Oh, that was high, McCarthy Scarsbrook. That was Lingy Sao. Good job he didn't get a connection there. Here now, forward comes St Helens again. Passing again. Oh, he's bumping them off the big man. Gets a pass away. What a pass. Here comes St Helens now. Matautia going for the line. It's slide over. Did that ball touch the line?
It did.
Chris Kendall says he did. Try St Helens. Parsi with a destructive run and the offload. And Sione Matautia slides over for St Helens. That will wrap it up now. They lead by 30 points to 6.
Parsi has caused trouble every time he's carried the ball. He's done this. He's bumped people off. Great finish from Matautia. He's had a great start to the season as well. The ball out the back, and he's done his pass. Bumps off one, bumps off two, offload. Matautia then shows and goes. Easy fend, bumps, spins, pumps one off, gets down low, and then there's the conditions that take him over. On a dry day, doesn't score that try, but in conditions like this, 1, 2, push from Parsi, offload, Matautia, shows and goes, bumps off one, dummy, spin, power off, slide over.
And of course, he doesn't have to get the ball over the line.
He's just got to touch it.
He's got to touch a little bit of the white paint. And fair play to the referee, he's right there to see it.
Fantastic positioning from the referee. All the ball has to do is touch a part of the line, and that is a try. And it didn't go fully over the line, it just touched the line, and that means it's a try.
Parsi's been outstanding off the bench, hasn't he?
He's not been. Nobody's been able to tackle him. He's had the same effect as Walmsley. Every time Walmsley carried the ball, they've not been able to tackle him. Every time Parsi's carried the ball, they couldn't tackle him. So yeah, the big men for St Helens, as we said pre-game, if you don't match up to the St Helens pack, you're in big trouble. And yeah, Parsi's been fantastic.
Makinson looking to keep up his 100% record. The sleet continues to come down here at the MKM Stadium. Here comes the kick, and again he dissects the uprights. 32 points to 6, and St Helens, who were stuck by that Griffin try, have come back firing.
Yeah, it's just great rugby league football. This is what you love to see. One palm, 2 palm, offload, and it's a show and go, spin, palm off one, spin again, and then he just gets down low and slides over. But it's great rugby, it's determination, skill, and a little bit of everything that try.
Well, I'm looking at the substitutions that have been made, and Christian Wolf is showing no leniency on Hull. He's just seen Parsi destroy the defence. He's taken him off and brought Walmsley back on.
Well, they'll be happy with that one, but Walmsley's first thing was terrific. You know, he was probably the player of the match for me at that point. So let's see if he can have a second stint the same.
Here he goes, Walmsley. Just steamrollers over the top. The problem you've got with him, not only does he knock you out of the way, oh, he's come up with an error there.
That's his biggest problem. That's Alex Walmsley's biggest problem always been as to play the ball. He's destructive, but he's always had a problem with playing the ball.
You notice a lot of times, Leon, he actually has to stop himself, doesn't he? Re-grip the ball and put it on the floor.
Down on the floor, yeah.
Well, I was going to say,
he's an unbelievable player, but he always struggled with playing the ball.
Well, he's human after all.
Yeah, he's destroyed Hull FC this afternoon. He's absolutely destroyed him, but...
Luke Gale, send off in the first half. What he's thinking now.
Alex, remember you can't...
Might be worried. Poor pass from the scrum, taken in by McIntosh. They are missing players, Hull, but there's been a lot of things that maybe they can easily fix up for next week.
Yeah, but even at full strength, he'd still struggle to beat the Saints team. They're dogged, they're well coached, well drilled, professional, fast, fit. And then, oh, it's an error.
Error there, picked up by Sirenen. 5 short of halfway. Here now comes Walmsley again, looking to get over the top. Lane drags him down, along with Scott, who's operating in the pack now. Walmsley again just has to rectify his grip and plays the ball. And forward now comes Lees. 30 away. Saints looking to turn the screw here, score more points. Here goes Dodd up the middle. Great step from Dodd. And Dodd will score his second of the season. Brilliant step. And a brilliant try.
And that's what I've been calling for in the second half from Dodd. There's been a lot of talk about him for a number of years, about his potential that he could be the next in line after Sean Long for a proper number 7 to come through as an homegrown talented player. And that's what you want to see Sevens do. Any half-back, take on the line, question defence. It's a beautiful left foot step to go through the line. Class, skill, all written all over it. Boom, comes off his left foot. He just palms off one and then boom off his right foot, goes round Troll easy. Down there for a try, what a try. I love to see them tries from half-backs. Bam, off your left foot, straight through. Bam, turn of speed, straight over the line. That's what you want, that's what you get paid to do as an half-back, is test that defensive line.
The only thing that was going to stop him there were the advertising boards around this ground. The Saints fans, and plenty of them have made the trip over here. They love that one almost as much as you, Leon.
I just love to see half-backs take on the line. It's, you know, you don't see it too much nowadays. It's very structured sometimes, and I like to see things off the cuff, a little bit elusive. And Dodd is a player that's been talked about for many years to come through at Saints. You know, he has a lot of potential, and I like to see young kids reach their potential, and that there is a show of class.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's Gareth Ellis out there, and he's laying the law down to those Hull players. There are no excuses. There are none. You've got to keep turning up and doing your job, and clearly Gareth feels they're not doing that at the minute.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, you're playing against let's remember, you're playing against the best team in the competition so far. Well, they have been for the last 3 seasons anyway. And then you get your captain sent off after 30 minutes or so. You put yourself under huge pressure, you know. There's not much you can do from there, really. I mean, 36-6, it could have been even more, really, if it had been a dry day.
It could be. Here's Makinson then, looking to add the extras again. He sends it straight through the middle. 7th heaven for Tommy Makinson. That equals his personal best. 7 goals in a game, and with 11 minutes left, he might get a chance to set a new record, but that was the try. And Dodd, they've been talking this kid up for a while at St Helens, and that is exactly why.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. You want to see him take the line on and really fulfill his potential. Oh, he's knocked up from kick-off.
Well, Lomax has come up with the error. Well, it's been an emotional day here at the MKM Stadium. We had that wonderful tribute earlier on to the late Johnny Whiteley, NBA, who passed away this week. But some Hull fans have seen enough. But Lomax error means that Hull are going to get a chance here, 10 metres out. And this is a chance to get a second try.
Yeah, consolation it'll be, 10 to go, 38-6, but let's see what they can come up with. Reynolds, the ball out wide.
Here's Veliki Apani, he's wrapped up. Interesting how he goes. Member of the British Army. Like Ratu Nalango had a good brief spell here before moving on to rugby union. Here's Johnson at dummy half, skips away, moves the ball, and now a little kick in behind here. A chance, just rolls out of play, and Connor Wynn gets dumped on the track. And there might be a little bit of afters there. That was a little bit unnecessary there on Connor Wynn.
Yeah, I don't think that was needed. The ball was already gone.
It's a push. It's a push.
Nice ball out of the back. Danny Outland puts a beautiful little kick in. It's a little bit too high, a little bit too. It's a little bit of a nudge from Sim. A little bit of afters. It's RL in it. It's not touch and pass. We're playing RL. That's what we expect. A little bit of. Oh, we've got a penalty. Here we go, Hull FC on the attack.
Yeah, they got the penalty for that push, deemed as foul play. So Hull get a chance here.
Go on, wait.
Johnson in at dummy half. Here now, Slingy Sal trying to break the line. He's tackled, 5 away.
Alex, release now.
Griffin with the only score so far for Hull, who've been down to 12 for the entire second half. Ball on the ground, another disappointing end to the set.
Yeah, he just looks poor from us. You don't understand how much disruption it takes when you lose your scrum half. Your scrum half, especially Luke Gale, who basically runs 80% of the plays. It causes so much disruption. And I don't think Hull FC really had much of a chance from that point on, really. And it's been disorganised all afternoon from that point on.
It has indeed been another solid display from St Helens, and They made quite a few changes in the off-season, Leon. I think a few people were thinking they may be a little bit scratchy at the start of the season, but they're hitting the ground running, and 6 again will help them here.
Yeah, people thought that they might look a bit scratchy, but it's not about sometimes about the players that you bring in. It's about the culture at the club, and it's a winning culture. And the players, the young boys, learn from top players. That's a good carry out the middle. It's a culture at the club. It's a champion club. I played there for 6 years, and you learn the winning ways.
What a run from Morgan Knowles. He was trying to offload it at the end of it. Did he play that properly? I don't think he did. He's undone the good work there, but that was a brilliant carry.
What a run. Fantastic run. He's still going, pumping his legs. Jordan Lane's trying to get him down. He can't do it. Can't do it on his own. He's pushed off one, he's pushed off two, still going. It's a great run. But the play of the ball at the end of it was terrible.
It was an incorrect play of the ball rather than dropping it, wasn't it? He just didn't play it properly. Hull then still going. Houghton, but look at that. As soon as he looks to pass it, Leon, the first thing he sees is a red shirt.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Rugby league is a simple game. It's run up the middle, and if your middle defend like St Helens do, they've got to be really fit and really strong to defend the way that they do for a full 80 minutes, and they do it week in, week out.
It's an attitude, isn't it?
Yeah.
You either want to do it or you don't, and this lot want to do it.
Yeah, well, it wins your games. Defence wins your games. Attack determines by how much, but defence wins you championships.
Go for Joey, another step. Jordan.
Kick in behind. Wells becomes a cross, picks it up on his 10. Reynolds went with a catch. It's McIntosh that makes it.
Yeah, well, you know, Reynolds putting the ball nicely into the corner. These are the kind of tactics that should be looking to do earlier in the game, not with 6 minutes to go, really. But didn't have much choice, really. Nothing much on. Can't make any yardage. Every time they go wide, they get pushed in the touch. Every time they go up middle, they get driven back 5 yards. Making errors, so yeah, there's not much on for FC at the moment.
We will need your Betfred player of the match shortly, Leon, so get your thinking cap on about that one. Give you a minute or two to come up with your player of the match.
Good work, Chris. Don't go early, mate. Oh, go for. Play on for.
Here now comes Wormsley. Drives it forward. Plays it.
Go 5. Outside.
Lussick kicks the ball downfield.
That's a great kick. That's a great kick. That's the kick you want. Look at the chase as well. Look at his chase.
Valiki Apani picks it up.
Look at that chase. Now watch this set from St Helens. Watch him turn the screw.
Well, you mentioned the hard work of the forwards. It's Matty Lee's the prop that makes the tackle.
Watch this work now from the Saints defence. The line speed. Watch how fast they get forward. Watch the knock on. There you go.
Simple game.
It's a simple game. Watch this chase, it's an extra effort. These are the efforts that you look for. Look at this. It's a massive chase.
And it's Lees, isn't it?
Lees who's leading the line, and he just gets there. It's a great tackle, and then these conditions, these things happen, surely. Now Saints have got another chance with the ball. A full set of 6. 10 metres out from a scrum. Set play, organised by Lomax.
Here now is Lomax. Oh, he gets a pass out wide, but it's an obstruction. He ran behind his own player there.
Bad timing.
Well, Josh Sim thought he was in for his second career hat-trick there.
Yeah, I think if Hurrell just gets his timing right, Johnny likes to skip off his left foot and then skip to his outside. Hurrell just needs to stay wide. I think we're on.
Keep coming. Conrad. Go.
Here come Hull.
Mate, come on, mate.
Taken forward. It'll be interesting what Brett Hodgson makes of this. It's been tough for them, no doubting about that. Hull, who are at home to Salford next week before Derby clashes with Castleford and Leeds. There is Brett Hodgson. The ball now with Hull coming across the field. We'll get Leon's player of the match at the end of this set. It's Hull now trying to get out of their own half. I think Sarte has definitely been Hull's best, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He's made a lot of carries, made a lot of yards. He's definitely tried his hardest today, but just been under difficult circumstances for him today.
Last one here. Johnson, you can see the mud caked on him there. As a kick downfield. He's just trying to catch out the back 3, but Sim picks it up. He brings it up. So let's get Leon Price, Betfred player of the match. Who are you going for?
Well, Walmsley had a massive start to the game, and unfortunately, you know, he had a bit of time off. And in that time, Jack Wellsby's really has stood up to be counted for. And some of the plays that he's made, the kick for himself, the 3-on-2 cut-out ball, I think he's come up with really big plays at big times. And yeah, I'm gonna go Jack Wellsby.
So Jack Wellsby is the Betfred player of the match for St Helens. A try for him. He likes his place. He likes playing against Hull as well. 2 hat-tricks. And a try in the cup against them. There he is, your player of the match, and he's looking for more work as Lomax now gets it away, trying to keep it alive. Ball flicked back inside. Here's Sim. Sim 10 away. We'll hear from Jack Wellsby and the coaches after the game here with Adam and Helen. Little dribble kick through the line. Shaw in the right place, but there's an offside against St Helens.
Wait. Offside,
I think Christian Wolf will be quietly pleased, won't he? 2 wins out of 2, Leon, and 2 good wins.
Yeah, I think it's all about attitude and the culture. You can see it in the way that they defend. You can always tell by a team's desire by the way they defend. If you're all on the same page, if you're working for each other, it's the 1%ers, the kick chase, inside pressure, kick pressure, line speed. You know, everybody talks about St Helens' attack and, you know, being never right off the Saints, but they don't often mention the defence. And for me, it's the best in the league by far.
Ball going forward with Johnson. We'll be down at pitch side. I wonder where Adam and the guys have been hanging around while it's been snowing. We'll hear from them at pitch side. I'm sure they've got their brollies with them. They'll be fine down there, Leon, won't they?
I hope so. Well, we're nice and warm up here, man. I can't believe we're all right.
We're fine.
I've got my eating Gale on, I've got my gloves on.
Well, we'll hear from the player of the match. We'll hear from the coaches as well. All the reaction to come with Adam and the team down at pitch side here at the MKM Stadium. They'll be reflecting on another big win for the champions, who were laying down markers early on. Hull just pumped the ball downfield. It was a decent kick in the end, but he was just outside the 40.
Good kick, it's a good kick from McIntosh. He's got the abilities, as Darnell.
On the 20,
Reynolds, yeah. He's had to take control of skill, but McIntosh has played a lot at full-back at Huddersfield last year, and he's got the skills to play at 6 and 1. I don't think he's had a bad game, to be fair to him. I think he's carried the ball a lot. He always has a high work rate. He always carries the ball and makes yards after contacts with a leg drive. It's not had a bad afternoon, it's just been one of them days where they've been beaten by the better team, and the better team has won.
Last 90 seconds, boys.
6 tries for St Helens, 7 from 7 for Tommy Makinson with a boot. It's been a comprehensive display. The Saints fans singing here at the MKM. They've enjoyed it. Well, Leon was bang on last week with his prediction. This week you're a little bit off as a big shot goes in there. Big shot. And he enjoyed that, Chris Sartai. You're a little bit out with the prediction this week, Leon. Is that the red card?
Yeah, the red card, obviously, yeah. There we go.
Here comes St Helens now. Into the line goes Percival. Can he find the pass? No, he can't.
He's knocked on, though, I think.
And he has. Chris Kendall has got it. It's like the water splash final here this afternoon. And again, a bit of pushing and shoving before Maliki Yapani just comes in, and a big smile on his face as that'll do, fellas, that'll do.
It's a penalty.
Kicking a touch and let's blow up and get out of this snow.
Yeah.
We're done.
Time off. Yeah, no, it's a penalty to Hull. Alex, it's a penalty. Back there.
This will be the last play.
Jack, back there, it's a penalty. Don't react like that, Mark.
A penalty in the end. There'll be a lot of talk about the red card, Leon, but just your thoughts on the Luke Gale sending off for raising a boot. Right decision?
Wait for this, wait for the foot. Wait for the foot.
Yeah, if he's caught him, if he has actually caught him, then yeah. It's only Johnny will know. The referee's seen it, the video man seen it. So he's got to go, I don't know.
Well, that was a big moment in this game as the champions St Helens make it 2 from 2. Jack Wellsby, our player of the match, was outstanding. Tries in the first half for Percival and a double for Josh Sim. Either side of that Luke Gale red card when the Saints led by 20 points to 10 at the break. Griffin got one back for Hull FC before Bertautia and Dodd wrap things up for the champions. They are 2 from 2. Handshakes all round. Johnny Lomax involved as well. It's been a good day, not so good for Hull FC. We'll have all the reaction to come with Adam Hills and the gang at pitch side
Congratulations, Jack, today's man of the match. What is it about this ground? You score tries here for fun, don't you?
No, yeah, it's a great pitch. I think it's been tested today with them conditions, but it's held up all right, and a good result for us boys. Big physical pack in Hull, and to get over the top of them in these conditions is a big plus for us.
But joking aside, do those superstitions get into your head? Did you come here thinking, yeah, I know I can score here, I know I can put in a performance?
No, not really. I think just came here just wanting to put in a performance again and do the right things and put them in bad places and make it tough for him. We've seen how tough it is today with all this, so yeah, no, it's a big 2 points, and we move on to the next week now.
What is it like playing in these conditions? Because yes, it's cold and wet, but you're a Northern Rugby League player. This shouldn't cause you any problems,
I know. I'll come across tough in that, but in that it's tough to keep going. It's a tough one, especially when the score's getting away from Hull at the end. I think the sooner the final whistle came along was better for us. And no, but it's enjoyable at the end of the day. And like I said, another good result, and just got to keep moving forward.
How do you keep your heads down and stay calm and focused? Because yes, you're reigning champions, you're favourites to do it again. You've put another marker down again today. At what point can you guys think, oh yeah, we're in for a 4th title here?
No, I don't think there's anything of that within. There's never been any chatter of that. Even when we was going for the 3-peat last year, there was none of that, and we're just looking to keep building on week in, week out. Obviously, a few new players and stuff like Conrad and Curtis today. So, no, we're just looking to build, and I think they were doing a good job of it, to be honest.
Well done today, man of the match, Jack Wellesby. I'll let you go and get a hot water bottle before you get frostbite.
Thank you very much. Cheers.